Hello, this is Telly Andrews and welcome back to Travel Daily's Travel Channel's weekly roundup of travel news. AirAsia has signed a new joint venture with CAE, the flight training services company, to form an aviation training centre that intends to provide services for airlines across the region. It's intended to provide AirAsia and other airlines with training services for pilots, flight attendants, engineers, ramp handlers, guest services staff and management. The training centre will be located at what is now the AirAsia Academy, a short distance from the low-cost carrier terminal at Sepang, Malaysia. Dr. Tony Fernandez, Group CEO of AirAsia, said the Asian Aviation Academy reflects AirAsia's commitment towards developing the aviation industry in Asia. The new centre will offer world-class training using the most modern modules and the latest training facilities that are on par with and far more cost-effective than training in Europe or in the US. The goal is to make the centre a prominent aviation university and to make it the largest training centre in Asia. Qantas has said it expects the recent disruption from the Chilean volcanic ash cloud to have costed an estimated $21 million. The airline has been forced to ground multiple international services over recent days, including all trans-Tasman flights from 7 a.m. yesterday morning. As a result of the recent disruption, the airline has adjusted its profit forecast for the 12 months ending the 30th of June 2011 to be in the range of 500 to 550 million Australian dollars. In some brighter news for Qantas, the Aussie carrier has reached a compensation agreement with Rolls-Royce following the A380 engine blowout, which caused the grounding of a super jumbo fleet late last year. While the terms of the settlement are confidential, it's reported to be worth 95 million Australian dollars. Meanwhile, Dusit International has announced plans to expand into the US with the introduction of its Dusit D2 hotel brand in Pasadena, California. The 136-room Dusit D2 Pasadena will also become the first Dusit D2 outside Asia when it opens in the third quarter of 2012 following a major renovation. The heritage-listed property will form part of a downtown mixed-use development which will include hotel, offices, retail areas and restaurants. The launch was described as a milestone by Shannon Donavnik, Dusit's CEO, who said the style of the Dusit D2 brand and the warmth of Thai hospitality would make Dusit D2 Pasadena the place to be and pave the way for Dusit's future expansion into this region. Cunard's Queen Mary 2 will sail from Sydney on a 12-night circumnavigation of New Zealand in March 2013. The round-trip New Zealand voyage, a first for Cunard, will form part of the cruise line's new 2013 World Voyage program, which features both Queen Mary 2 and Queen Victoria visiting Australia. The New Zealand sailing will see the Cunard flagship visit Auckland, Wellington and the Bay of Islands before sailing through Milford Sound and making a maiden call at Christchurch. And from the airlines, Gulf Air has selected Panasonic's Global Communications Suite to provide it with in-flight broadband connectivity, mobile phone service and live TV. Once the final terms are agreed, Panasonic will install the broadband solution EX Connect, EX Phone and the EX TV network across the entire Gulf Air fleet. The retrofitting will be implemented progressively from September 2011 and will take 2 years to complete. Gulf Air Chief Executive Officer Samir Majali said Gulf Air is moving forward with its new strategy of refleeting and introducing high-quality products and services that bring a new dimension to the customer's travel. And finally, in this week's roundup, Nyongping 360, the Hong Kong cable car attraction, resumed services on Tuesday following the completion of scheduled maintenance works on the ropeways. To mark the reopening, the attraction has announced the launch of its new Shaolin Kung Fu showcase featuring demonstrations of modern and traditional Kung Fu by 20 Shaolin masters from mainland China. The martial arts event will be held in Nongping Village from the 1st of July to the 31st of August 2011 with an opening ceremony scheduled for the 29th of June. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week.